Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about DAVV CET syllabus. But before that, I have a good news for you. Let's go for the good news. दैनिक भास्कर ने 22 अप्रैल को ये डिक्लेयर कर दिया है कि DAVV CET इस साल होने वाली है। आफ्टर 2018 DAVV CET इस बार पूरी होने की तैयारी हो चुकी है। DAVV CET में इस पेपर की कटिंग में बहुत क्लियरली मेंशन किया गया है कि मई फर्स्ट वीक से लेके लास्ट वीक तक के बीच में इसके एडमिशन के नोटिस के बारे में बता दिया जाएगा और जून के लास्ट वीक में इसके एग्जाम को कंडक्ट कर दिया जाएगा। लेकिन हम ये चाहते हैं कि आप इस बात से नोटिस रहें कि वो इस बार स्कूल के रिजल्ट का इंतजार नहीं करेंगे। दे विल नॉट वेट फॉर द रिजल्ट ऑफ योर ग्रेजुएशन ऑल्सो बिकॉज दे वांट गुड क्वालिटी स्टूडेंट्स। पिछली बार की पेपर की न्यूज के हिसाब से उन्होंने ये बोला था कि हमें जो भी कंपनी प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए आती है वो ये पूछती है कि आप किस तरीके से अपने बच्चे को सिलेक्ट करते हैं, किस तरीके से दे एडमिट स्टूडेंट्स इन देयर कॉलेजेस। तो उन्होंने बताया गया कि अगर वो एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के थ्रू होते हैं तो दे गेट अ बेटर चांस फॉर देयर प्लेसमेंट्स। आप वीडियो के अंत तक बने रहिएगा। आपको इसके अंदर डीएवीटी एग्जाम के सिलेबस और उसके पैटर्न के बारे में मैं बताऊंगा। मेरा नाम है जितेश गुप्ता। आई हैव कन्वर्टेड thousands of students to reach their dream college in last 15 years. Mainly, the DAVCT exam is divided into 5 sections. The first section which we are going to talk about is quantitative aptitude. The second section which we are going to talk about is logical reasoning. Third section which we are going to talk about is data interpretation. Fourth section we are going to talk about is verbal ability. Fifth section we are going to talk about is general knowledge. Why it is written as an optional over here? Because in 2018, general knowledge was a part of the paper till 2018. But in 2019 paper, which was actually cancelled, general knowledge was not a part of the paper. Video ke end mein you will get the detail about this also. If I talk about data interpretation is majorly divided into 6 sections, 6 topics rather I would say. The first is tables, the second is the bar chart, the third is the line graph, fourth is the pie chart, and fifth is the mixed graph. Now let's go little detail about this. Table means you all know the lines and the rows and the columns which are there. In bar graphs, we have some kinds of graphs which are vertically like a bar and they represent some values. But bar graphs also comes in 3 qualities. First is normal bar graph, second is stack bar graph, third is percentage stack bar graph. Then we go to the line graph. Line graph is simply some lines drawn on the graph x and y axis, and then thereafter they move forward. And in the mixed graphs, we have line or mixture of pie, or maybe you have a bar and a mixture of pie, or a table or a pie. And what is a pie chart? I just missed it. Pie chart is a circular graph in which we have central angles or degrees, and we have percentage in the center. So they are called as what? Pie charts. And what is caselets? You have a written statement paragraph of data, which is then further down included to form a data, and then we move to the solution of the question. Next, we are going to talk about logical reasoning. In logical reasoning, there are many topics, but major topics which are important as regards to CET is the sitting arrangement. In sitting arrangement, there is no need to go in details, but there are 2 major aspects of sitting arrangement. One is people sitting in a single row and people sitting in a circular arrangement. Then we talk about comparison of rank. The names are different in every book, but comparison of rank means comparing the data on the basis of only one variable, that is on height, that is maybe on their richness, that is maybe on their weight or intelligence, something like that. And then in complex arrangement, it is also known as puzzle test, where you have multiple data of multiple peoples, and then you arrange them either in a format of a table or you in a format of a tic-tac-toe. Then we have the last topic of this slide, that is called blood relation. And in blood relation, we talk about the relation between the families. That is, you are given with a person, and then you are given an example like, he is the son of my father's mother, sister's daughter, and then how is he related to me? Or maybe some more simple examples of X and Y's having some relation between them. Now, we are going to talk about logical reasoning, more topics in logical reasoning. That is series. You all know about series, in which what happened, there are certain numbers which are having some patterns, and you find the next number from that pattern. Then we have coding and decoding. Now, what is coding and decoding? If I say like this, what does it mean? It means you are Might be if I do like this, it means you are smart. But somebody will say you are good, you are okay. So everybody is having a code of a different meaning. So topics of coding and decoding is an important part. I have written series again in this, but what does actually series again in this means is you will have some questions like ABCD. Based on that, might be you have some missing numbers in that. Then you have some question on input and output that is going to be based on it. And then you will have the last part that is called as syllogism. In syllogism, we will talk about something like you draw a circle for all men are women, all girls are smart, something like that, and we get to an inference which is might be the important part, and it should be true all over the areas. So this is what is going to be the complete important topics of logical reasoning. Then we are going to talk about the third section, that is going to be verbal ability. वर्बल एबिलिटी जनरल भाषा में इसे हम इंग्लिश बोलते हैं. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट जो इसके अंदर आता है वो आता है रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. नाउ व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन? रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में बहुत सिंपल है. 10 12 के जो हम क्वेश्चन करते आ रहे थे 10th 11th 12th में, एक पैसेज गिवन होता है, उसके नीचे कुछ क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, उन क्वेश्चंस को पढ़ के हमें कुछ आंसर्स देना होते हैं. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. Don't underestimate reading comprehension as unseen passage. It is quite difficult than unseen passages. Then we have filling the blanks, in which you have to use your own vocabulary from the given options and fill in the blanks. You all know. Then we have synonym and antonyms. That means opposite words, similar words. That those things are there. A major part is a vocabulary in the usage, because synonym antonym is a part of vocabulary. Fill in the blanks is also a part of vocabulary. Then you have grammar correction sentence also. Somewhere you will find yourself that you have to mark the grammar error which you have made in that complete passage or complete sentence or a part of a sentence. Then paragraph rearrangement. Some people know paragraph rearrangement as a part of parajumbles. You arrange those sentences and form a coherent passage. That is called paragraph rearrangement, passage rearrangement, or it is called as also parajumbles. Now we will move to the next section, that is quantitative ability. The quantitative ability will have a less number of questions but more number of topics. In this, the most important topic which I found is to be time and work. And in time and work, the questions are various category questions are there. Then you will have a time and distance as a chapter. Then ratio proportion and percentage. These two topics are the base of all the arithmetic part of complete quantitative ability. And major questions will always come from arithmetic, geometry, and algebra. Less question will come from higher, that is modern maths, and what you called as the functions and all those parts. Now we will talk about more details in the same area, that is percentage is another important topic. Then you have partnership, and then problem on ages. Don't go with the level 2 or 3 of Arun Sharma. If you're solving a book for CET, LOD 1 is quite sufficient for DAVV CET. If you are following quantum CAT, then introductory exercise with level 1 will be more than sufficient to clear DAVV CET. The exam is not of very tough level, but the competition is very tough. Please make a note. Next, we have averages, mixture allegation. Again, these two parts are again connected with each other. But if you understand how to do a question far faster than any other chapter, then you will be able to score much higher score, because speed will be the most important factor in this paper. Another important topics are simple interest, compound interest, profit and loss. As I told you that arithmetic will have the highest weightage in the complete paper. So please focus on arithmetic very higher than any other thing else. Then you have HCF, LCM, and more topics with it, and those are numbers, lines and angles, mensuration, which I have missed over here in written. Then you have equations, certain indices, and formula based question. So these are the major important topics or the syllabus of DAVV CET that you should complete. Now I'm going to move about the pattern of the paper which came in 2018. In 2018, the paper pattern was like till 2018 rather I would say. मेरे एक्सपीरियंस से मैं 2006 से सीईटी का पेपर देख रहा हूँ 2018 तक 18 तक इस पेपर में कोई बदलाव नहीं आया है. 15 क्वेश्चंस पांचों सेक्शन से आते थे, इन विच वी वर हैविंग 75 क्वेश्चंस ओवरऑल, maximum score of 225 marks. That means for every right question you were scoring +3, and every wrong question you are scoring -1. But make a note that if you score around and score of 130 or 140 out of this 225, you will get a very good college, that is or FA of IMS. Then further in 2019, the pattern changed. And in this year, the paper was also void. It was declared void afterwards when the education minister of MP that declared that this paper had so many faults, and due to which the paper was declared void and the admission took on the basis of merit. But in this new pattern of the paper, there were only 25 questions of verbal ability, 25 questions of data interpretation, 25 questions of logical reasoning, and 25 questions of quantitative ability. And overall, there were only 100 questions, which was the last pattern which we have seen. And the mode of this pattern was online. But coincidentally, this paper was cancelled. Now, look at the change in the pattern. From previous year, this year, the pattern has changed and there was no general knowledge in the paper. So it is possible that in DAVV CET 2021, we might have general knowledge or we might not have general knowledge as a paper pattern. So we need to think about how much weightage we should give it to general knowledge. Then the weightage score was +4 to -1. If you do a question right, it was scored as +4. And if you do a question wrong, it was scored as a -1. Just like what the pattern was of CMAT. Even we have heard some news like that, I'm not sure of, but we have heard some news like that. The people are giving this paper to NTA. So NTAs might conduct this pattern with the help of same as CMAT. So the level of the paper might increase from which was there in 2018 or 19. And to get more information regarding like this, you can join our WhatsApp group, which is given in the down link below in the comment section or in the description section. And we are giving a free question bank, which is very important for DAVV CET. You can join that free question bank by registering yourself on the link given below, again in the description. And that's all. Thank you. Please subscribe to our channel to get updates like this on DAVV CET. Thank you.